Hey, welcome to the Propaganda Expert Podcast. What is this podcast about? It's about diffusing the myth that propaganda is all negative. Propaganda is a tool that can be used for marketing purposes, publicity, but propaganda comes from propagate, to get the word out, to spread the word. And it's been misused, obviously, in situations throughout history where it has caused a lot of harm. And the problem with it is that just because, for example, what happened in Germany is over, that war is over, that propaganda stopped. Propaganda continues. It's a way to propagate the word, spread the word. Propaganda has been used since the cave days, where they had to paint certain things on the walls to let people know, hey, there's a saber-toothed tiger out there, or whatever danger is out there, or there's food there. And propaganda is to spread that word. Now, people that misuse propaganda want to make it seem that propaganda is bad because they don't want you to use it. They don't want the normal person to be able to influence or to have any kind of influence, because having influence in a negative way is a bad thing. However, if you don't understand that propaganda messages are coming at you every 30 seconds, every 5 seconds, then you are falling for everything that's coming your way. For example, negative propaganda, obviously what happened in Germany was probably the biggest example, or is the biggest example so far, of how propaganda misdirected can be harmful. However, if you do a campaign of you want everyone to have a great oral health, and you want no one to have cavities, so you do a propaganda campaign to get everyone to start brushing their teeth, and you start scaring them that, hey, if you don't brush your teeth, you're going to lose your teeth, you're going to have cavities, pain. Actually, that bacteria may even get into your blood system and cause other problems. You could even die. That's propaganda as well, with an ending that allegedly is for a positive purpose. However, there are people that will be against that will say, hey, the toothpaste, they have fluoride and it's bad for you and all of this. That's another anti-propaganda campaign towards a positive propaganda campaign that shows two sides of the coin. However, when propaganda is dangerous is when you don't know that you're part of those messages, that you don't know that you're being bombarded with these messages. This podcast, we're going to explore a lot of these messages, the messages out there. We're going to explore how propaganda has shaped human life since the beginning of time until now, and how, old-fashioned propaganda and now the new fashion propaganda, social media, and all these platforms of information out there, it's all propaganda. Everyone has a message. They're trying to get it out. Some messages are positive. Some are meant for you to take action, buy a product, take an action, or get a service. All of that is propaganda. Marketing is under propaganda. Marketing is one of the tools that are used for propaganda. You see someone outside a check cashing place with a sign. That's propaganda. It's a form of propaganda. You see Facebook ads. Those are propaganda. Publicity, marketing, reputation, 5 stars on Google reviews. That's a form of propaganda. So all of this is a big umbrella that has been made into a bad word in order for people people that really are using propaganda don't want everyone to use propaganda, because now the market will be flooded with all these messages. Actually, it already is conflicting with each other. So obviously propaganda is bad. Oh no, that's what happened in Germany, and it's like, yeah, it happened there, but it's still happening. Propaganda is in your face every single day. It's in your face during elections. It's everywhere. So it's ignorant to think that we are going to ignore propaganda and it'll go away because we ignore it. So this is about studying that. I am a big student of where propaganda comes from, where it's going, how it's being used, And we all should be students of this. We all should know what messages are coming our way and how can we can take advantage of propaganda in a positive way. If you have a business, if you have any kind of information that you want to put out, then you have to understand how propaganda works. In the different tactics, the different methods, repetition, subconscious propaganda. I mean, there's all sorts of levels on how these messages get put out. And if you become an expert at it, then it's going to be hard for you to get lied to or steered in a negative direction. And also, if you can use it in a positive way, and you can get people to, hey, let's be healthier, and you do a propaganda campaign to get people to be in their best shape of their lives, or to get people to take care of their mental health, or whatever positive messages you want to bring out, propaganda can help you get it out there. I'm here to dispel the myth that propaganda is a bad word. It's not a bad word. It's a misused word. And the people that usually are uncomfortable with the word propaganda are the people that fall most for it. So this is what this podcast will be about. This is what we're going to be discussing. We're going to be speaking on the history. Where does propaganda come from? Where did it start? How has it evolved throughout the years? Where is it going? How is it being used now? What would happen in the future with artificial intelligence and all of these things that are right now coming into the forefront? So make sure you subscribe. If this is something that you love, like I love just studying propaganda. I love studying commercials, all posters, all ways of disseminating information. I love the study of all of that. I'm just passionate about it. And I just try to learn as much as possible constantly. So if you're someone that's passionate about this, and if you want to learn more, then let's learn together, and make sure you subscribe. And I will be bringing a lot of information, and hopefully anybody watching can also bring their side of the coin into this. So until next time, see you.